There we go. It's velvet. They're not lying when they say velvet. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Kat. These are Kat's claws. These are the only ones that are decent. So just ignore the rest of my nails. They're almost ready to redo. Almost ready. One more week, maybe. Some of them are better than others. But you're gonna have to look at my naked nails again today. Okay. So I've got my nail tips ready. We're gonna be doing this design that I actually saw. I saw it on actually, while I tell you this, I'm going to prime my nail tips. This is my favorite part of doing nails. Just kidding. I do like weird smells though. Like the smell of gasoline, the smell of magic markers, nail varnish, lacquer, whatever the hell you call it. Not gel, but the varnish stuff that you can just take off with not alcohol, with what's the name? What's that other word? Oh, fuck my brain. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. It's what you use to take nail polish off. It's called acetone. Yes. Okay. Yeah, the stuff you can take off with acetone. I like the smell of that. Okay. I am kind of lying. I don't like the smell as much. But there is something about it that I do kind of like. Anyways, let's talk about the nails we're going to do. So I was looking at spring nail designs and I came across a short, I don't even know what they're called on all these fucking platforms. A short by Varnail. And it was a really fairly simple design. It looked really spring-like to me. And it was something that I could actually do on my own nails. Like using my non-dominant hand as well. So I thought, let's give it a try on these today. See how it looks. And then it's an option for when I can do these again. Right? And I can do it on myself. So, okay, so that's done. Prime the nails. These nail tips are, hold on. One sec. GooTrades. GooTrades. They are GooTrades soft gel tips. Full cover, almond, medium length. Full cover. Let's grab one. They're not bad because they're a bit flexible. So they're actually pretty nice. And I can use them as dual forms as well. And they fit my nails, which is cool. So that's a 0, which fits my thumb. Anyways, so those are the nail tips. Okay, so we've primed the nails. They're ready to go. What we're going to use is we're going to use Madame Glam colors today. So I'm going to do, I'm not going to do a base, but I'm going to do, because that's the base already. First nail, sorry, all of the nails, they're going to be done in Friendly. So Friendly is, hold on. It's just like a nude. What the fuck? I hate when that happens to the brush. When it's fucking bent. See? That's the piece that's pissing me off. Okay. So it's just like a nude. It has a bit of like a rose. It doesn't quite look like the top, but when it goes on, you'll see the difference. So that's going to be the base of the nails. Just trying to get this little bristle to lay straight. So Friendly is going to be our base. We're going to do all the nails in that. And then we're going to need a dotting tool. So, and if you're going to do this, you want a bigger dotting tool because we're going to drop our colors into or onto the base of the nail, and we want it to sort of bloom pretty thick. Okay. So dotting tool we're going to need. And then our colors, our blooming colors, I'm going to do a purple and a blue. So the purple, sorry, the blue. It's called Always and Forever. And it's just like a really nice, bright sky blue. Okay, so that's going to be one of the colors. Always and Forever. And then our second one, Glorious, which is going to be our purple. And that's just, look at that fucking purple. I don't know, it has a bit of like an indigo tingy to it. Although, like I said, people see colors differently, especially these blues and purples. That's definitely a purple, right? That's definitely a blue. Yeah. It's kind of like lilac with like a deeper purple in there. Anyway, so Glorious, Always and Forever, and Friendly as our base. And then we're going to do a little bit of a white design over it after we matte them. So I'm going to use the Velvet Matte Top Coat by Madame Glam as well with Perfect White. Okay. Okay, we're going to start by painting all the nails in Friendly to begin with, okay? Shit. Someone said to do this once. And do this. Does it work? It works. Okay, let's do this because it's really bothering me. Will it stay? Okay, it's kind of stuck there, but like, honestly, it's fucking driving me so fucking crazy. So what I'm going to do is there. Better. Okay, so I did 3 coats because I was trying not to see the thing underneath. I figured if I could see the thing underneath, it was too transparent. So we did 3 coats of Friendly on all the nails. So this is what I'm going to use as the blooming gel, right? It's just a top coat. And what I'm going to do is we're gonna do, I'm gonna paint the whole nail. Nice and thick. You want it nice and thick. And it's just gonna help with the blooming of the colors, okay? Trust me. Yeah, because I find if I do it too thin, if I do too thin of a coat, the colors don't actually bloom on top. So if you know how blooming gel works, you don't cure it, right? So same thing applies here. So there we go. So I'm going to start with the blue, and I'm going to go from here, and I'm kind of going to snake it like a backwards S. All right. So I'm going to drop. Come on, bloom. That is not how it's supposed to bloom. Okay, I'm not going to use this one. It doesn't work so good. I might use that and see if that works. Okay, I'm going to try another one. Worst case scenario. We will redo these two nails. Okay, so same thing. Paint the full nail. Me going on about how you need it thick and fucking thing doesn't even work. Oh God. All right, you do though. That is how you're supposed to, how it should bloom. Okay, anyway, let's see if this one works. Same thing. Okay. Let's do it again. This stuff works way better. It's the 6-in-1, it says 6-in-1 nail glue by Born Pretty. Okay, so yeah, so it says you can use it for nail tips to secure them. 6-in-1. So apparently there's 6 things you can do with this. So nail tips, blooming gel, nail foil. What else? 3 more. 3 more things. I'll look it up. But this shit works. The top coat does not work, especially the Madame Glam. It's just too thick, and it doesn't let it bloom. It does this, whatever this is. Like, look at that. It almost like just sat on top and then slid off. I don't know how that happened, but like, look at wherever I put the dots, it just moved. So, you can use some top coats as blooming gels. Madame Glams, you cannot. Okay? Just FYI. So I'm going to clean this up, and then we're going to go into the white that we're going to use. So we're just going to do a design on each of the nails in white. Next, I'm going to use Perfect White by Madame Glam. Okay. So we shall be back. Okay. So those are the nails so far. Hold on. So blooming, complete. I want to make it look like it's layered because we're going to do a white design on top, but I want it to look like the white is like sitting almost over like a translucent like veil on top of this. So I'm going to do one more coat on all of them and cure them. And then we'll come back and we'll do the white. So I just want it to look layered. And I just think it's too, the blue is too prominent. So you see how it looks like now? It looks like it's under a, you know, like a translucent cover almost, right? Like a veil. Okay. So we're going to do this to all of them just to give it another kind of layer. All right. So that's the first one. Let's cure that baby. And then let's do the rest of them. So these are just going to be one coat on all of them, just to give it some dimension. Give them some dimension. Okay. So let's do this. Then we're going to do this. And we're going to use our stripey brush. Look, I figured it out. Finally. For this, I'm just going to put a bit on my palette. This is like white. I hope this has blue in it. It's so fucking white. Actually, let me just, let's do this. It's like paint, you know, when you go to, and they put it in that thing. That's what I think it's supposed to do. They put it in the shaker. Right? They look a bit, right? Kind of looks like there's like an extra layer. Okay, so I'm going to wipe them down. Then we're going to do our, so I'm just taking the sticky layer off because we're going to be painting on top. I'm not going to mat them yet. We're going to mat them after. Okay, so next part, we're going to do the white. Let's see if I can do this properly. So I've drawn it out beside me so I can look at it as a guide. Okay. Oh God, this feels screen. Okay, so I'm just gonna do. I'm going to clean the edges. So like here, I don't want this. let's cure this one. And then we're going to move on to number 2. I'm not going to show you all of them because like it's pretty much the same thing, but I'll speed through some of these other ones. And then we'll finish them off. Okay, so here they are so far. So I'm just going to wipe them down. I don't know if it's too white. It might be a bit too white. I don't know. What do you think? Okay. So, we're going to mat them with the Madame Glam Velvet matte top coat. So I'm going to mat them all. We're going to cure them, and then we'll just take a look at them again. And then, that's it. That's all. Okay, while they're curing, let's look at what we used again. So I primed the nail tips. GooTrades. Those are the nail tips, okay? Base we did with Friendly. The blooming, we used Always and Forever, which is this lovely blue. And then we used Glorious, which is this like lavender-ish. Periwinkle. I call everything periwinkle. I'm telling you, I see purples weird. I see purples different. Everything looks like periwinkle with a bit of indigo. So Friendly, Always and Forever, Glorious. We used this for the blooming gel, the 6-in-1 nail glue. Fuck, I didn't look up the other 3 things you can do with it. So nail foil for nail tips, you can use it to apply, and then as blooming gel. I wonder if it can be used as a top coat. Anyways, maybe I'll add it somewhere on maybe that side or something. So it's a 6-in-1 nail glue by Born Pretty. And then we did Perfect White by Madame Glam. That was for the design on top. And then we topped everything with the Velvet Matte top coat by Madame Glam. Okay. So let's see what they look like. So those are the nails. I think the white's a little too bright. I think I probably should have gone with, because Perfect White is, like, they call it Perfect White for a reason, because it's fucking white as hell. I think it's got the blue in it, which makes it very like a very pigmented white. So maybe I should have gone with a different white so that it was a little bit lighter, but I think they look cool. So we did all blue, and I did the ring in the purple. That's it. You can kind of still see the blooming underneath. Maybe I could have made them smaller. I think I should have used a smaller liner brush as well. So these are really easy to do. This is harder to do. So if you're doing it on yourself, it's going to be a little more challenging. Otherwise, the rest of the design is super easy. I might do it on myself with like maybe bright colors, because we're moving into summer soon. It's almost here. It's almost here. I feel like I'm going to have a good summer. I have a feeling. I might have a summer that never ends. Okay. Those are them. So those are the nails for today. We used all Madame Glam except for the Born Pretty. I just kicked it. Like I fucking kick it all the time. So yeah, we used all Madame Glam except for our blooming gel, which was Born Pretty. And there we go. So those are our nails. Let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions or ideas, something I could have done, I don't know, a little different. I just think that the white, had I done it with like just a regular gel that wasn't so pigmented, it would have looked a little better. It's a little too bright, I think, but they still look cool. There we go. So thank you, as always, for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Have a beautiful week. And I'll see you guys next time.
Give it to me like